Scarborough Fair. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. Tell her to make me a tile-rick shirt, a deep forest green. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Sparrow, snow-crested brown, without no seam or needs, and echoes the child of romance. She'll be a true love of mine. Aware of a cloudy and calm. Tell her to find me a acre of land, a sprinkling of leaves. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and Tasha's between the salt water and sunset strands and polishes of heaven. She'll be a true love of mine. Tell her to reap it in a sickle, billows blazing in scarlet battalion. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and Charles Gordon, they soldiers to keep and gather it all at the bunch of embers they long ago forgot. She'll be a true love of mine.
Look, the emphasis is on sage, okay?
Hold on tight, everyone! Let's go!
A little bit of Jun Senue there from Black Knight, Knight's Passage. Good evening everyone and welcome to a new episode of Radio Redux. I'm your host AAUK. Coming to you live and not dead from the Sonic Rec studio deep in London somewhere. Rumour has it it's actually a castle. You should never believe rumours. We're actually based under the Cleopatra's Needle by the Thames. Just go there every day, you know, we'll be there. If you knock once on each side and then 3 times on the side facing the Thames, it'll likely gain you entrance. Either that or it'll get you arrested for being a madman. But yes, hello, just me today. We have a special show. Normally we would have just skip this week because we only do a show every 2 weeks, but I said I would do something for Sage. At one time there was actually going to be a panel. I was actually going to do a panel. That's how much we were going to do for it, but sadly it just didn't work out. So what we decided to do is, would you do a radio show for Sage, which of course is coming to an end. Or has done so. One of the two. So I went, sure. Then proceeded to sit downstairs and went, what on earth am I supposed to actually talk about for this Sage show? I could give reviews of every single game. I honestly don't have time to do that. So what to do? And I came up with the idea earlier that, okay, can't review that. How about some of these games must have some of their music up to download and show off, so we can play that. Now it turns out, most unfortunately, that only 2 of the games on offer actually did that, and that was Time Twisted and Sonic and Friends. Unfortunately, I did put an appeal saying anyone else had any ideas, you know, any MP3s, send them and let me know, and we'll sort something out. But still, you know, I've got. Let me just see here. Between the 2 of them, I've got 19 tracks. Call it 14, maybe 13 after you take away like jingles and things like that. But a selection of music coming up. I hope you've been paying attention to the Sage Expo site. It's sageexpo.org with 1 E. There has been some really good games this time round. There was one I was playing earlier, which was Tales focused, and I really like the stylings, and there was some nice little gimmicks in there. I mean, you could wall jump with Tails, and you could do a variation of the spin dash, but holding upwards, and then you do like a spin dash move with the tail to give you a bit of a boost. That was really nice. There was like water skimming as well. Once you got enough, it wasn't so much running on water, but like just skimming like with a stone. It was really nice. So check that one out if you got a chance. Also, the styling's reminded me a little bit of some of the Emerald Coast comics. Actually, it had that particular styling. One's back in the day. So we've got that music coming up later. Now, what have I been up to last week? Well, it's been a really mixed bag. I was actually off work Tuesday, Wednesday, as I wasn't feeling too good. Thursday, I took in the Eurogamer Expo. I wasn't sure if it was an expo for a minute there. So I took in Eurogamer, and I went there and took some photos, met up some contacts, nosed around Sonic Generations, and scared Trippy. He was actually demoing it at the time. Had a chance to play City Escape for the first time, which was nice. I hadn't actually had a chance to do that, so I ended up playing the classic version. And my goodness me, I thought having those 3 sword blades was bad enough on the gun transport, but they've given it rockets as well. Spoiler warning, but you know, the last stage with the chase down the hill, that is like 3 times as long as it was previously, and it ends up with you taking a jump and then running on the side of a skyscraper, at which point this absolutely insane truck there ignites booster rockets, flies onto the side of the skyscraper and starts chasing you on that for a short time. It is absolutely insane. Very nice. Didn't get a chance to play modern, sadly. I wish I had. Other games that were on display from Sega, they had House Did Overkill and Anarchy Reigns and Binary Domain was shoved over in the corner. So it was really weird because it was almost like, unless you were in the middle, you could not have any lights. All the lights in the outer rim were just off. It was in a state of near darkness. It was really weird. Also, I felt really, and I mean really sorry for what was it? Oh, it was Rise of Nightmares. Poor Rise of Nightmares. It had the look of somebody. It had the look of a game that had been brought along at the last minute, and I gather apparently it was because they had 3 consoles out for Rise of Nightmares, one of which was off, one of which nobody was on, and one of which one guy was on, sort of waving his arms, just trying to get the thing to work. But just people are ripping off my style. Awesome. I suggest you check it out, Virja. But yeah, there was a queue of none. And I went away and I came back, and the queue of none had become a small crowd. So I thought, oh, that's good. But no, there was actually a queue of people trying to get the middle one of the 3 to nail work, because that had stopped working as well, and that had broken. So it was a really bad situation if you're a Rise of Nightmares fan. And it was in the furthest of far away places as well. But it wasn't just the big ones either. I mean, they had a special like 18 plus section, and the result was Yeah, it was. I mean, even the likes of Saints Row 3, that was in quite a dark area. If it's Cosmic Rush, I just did. Yeah, it is Cosmic Rush. But even that was in Rage. Oh, the poor people who made Rage. They had big displays and everything. There were people who who did models and stuff like that, and were trying to get their wares, and they must have been just going, what have we done to deserve this? Because they've got these wonderful displays out, and there was no lights, and nobody could see them, and it was just wasting their time and money, and I felt really bad for them. What are you going to do, huh? Of course, there was no problems with lights at Sage, because it's not a physical thing. So unless Shaddix was busy, throwing blankets over the stands at any point in time, there wouldn't be any problems. So let's actually have our first sort of couple of bits of music for this, as Dark Brotherhood goes along in the background. So let's see, we'll have I've got no idea how these tracks sound, by the way. Okay, so we're gonna have Aircraft from Sonic and Friends, and we're going to follow that up with Metal Sonic Appears from Time Twisted, as well as Thunder from Thin Air, which is from the Drifting Dynamo Future level. So about 10 minutes worth of music here, I'd say. We'll see how it goes. Afterwards, we'll go through the who's actually listening and the usual stuff, and also some other music as well. Somebody's asked me to point something out, so I will do so. But that's that coming up. Sonic and Friends with Aircraft. Artist is Dan V. Sonic is from Sonic and Friends 2. Okay, and those were with a little bit of an issue. Is it for some reason it skipped two of them? Don't know why. Dan V with Aircraft and Michael Davis, Zach Hinchy with Metal Sonic Appears, and Zach Hinchy again with Alleyway Highway Starry Skyline. There we go. Ignore me while I do something for Echo Hawk. Woohoo, she says. You want to play Magic the Gathering? Earth will be very pleased if he's ever able to get his stuff in order.
He did get, like, he messaged me on Weekend Art, so maybe
Yeah, he's got to do it via his various things at the moment. This is points, huh?
yeah.
Woo.
Well, that's just so you know.
Okay. Anyway, I'm going to tell you in a minute about. I did 100 points, and now I have an error occurred with this key. Is that a code or
It is the code.
what for the game?
No, for
The points.
you don't have to do it now. You really don't. I think once you'll have it.
Well, I've tried it, it didn't work. Just double check that code. Because it ain't working. Anyway, what I was going to talk to you about now is we're having a I'm actually chatting to I'm just tweeting Sonic Retro. I'll tell you why in a minute, because it's about this thing that we started last week. Right. Sonic Retro getting in my way. Right. We started this thing last week. I came up with this idea about this stupid Sonic searches. Okay, every week we're looking at the stats. I can't remember who it was who was looking at it. It might have been DJ or somebody, or it was us. And there were some really weird things. I think it was TSS who says like TSS mentioned that they've got like 11 hits that previous week just on the word pingers, not pingers but pingus, and they were like, "What? Why? This is the end of all things," and oh dear God, this is stupid. So we went in our back end with all the stats and everything, and I had a little look around, and it turned out that we had like 11 for that week. One of our big, I think it was like our 8th biggest referrer on searches was Falcon Punch, which was ridiculous, I thought. So I then went on Twitter as Sonic Retro. Oh well, we should all, as in all of us, like Emerald Coast, TSSZ, TSS, and Retro, we should all every Sunday say what our weirdest ones that we got hits on our sites for an actual come up in as legitimate things that people search for on search engines that then took them to our site. And that's what we're doing. So we got this on Twitter as hashtag stupid Sonic searches. And to give you an idea, Vija, I think, mentioned that he got hardcore fan service. not him personally, obviously, but Emerald Coast got a hit from hardcore fan service. Sonic Retro this week apparently got Blackface Sonic, which doesn't sound dodgy at all, Sonic and Amy with guns, and ever going to make another Sonic game as good as Sonic Adventure 2 in their searches. B-Man, who's obviously able to see all the stats for TSS, said, find it is. Where's he gone? There we go. Chaz and Gabby's Sonic. Sonic 4 Episode 2 cancelled. No Drama 2009. And why is Sonic Stadium down? Apparently it was quite a slow week. By B-Man's own admission. For these kind of weird searches. We, on the other hand, I think had some great ones at Sonic Rex. I get Falcon Punch was really high. Cream was really high. But a lot of people come to Sonic Rex for Cream the Rabbit, apparently. Don't look at me, I have no idea. There's no art page up or anything. But the ones from our side, are as follows. Sonic Doomed was one with about 20 O's in it, and somehow that took them to Sonic Rex. Awesome Guitar Face. The phrase "awesome guitar face" took you apparently to Sonic Rex, but we had two hits on this one, which was the one that I say won this week. Sonic Rex won this week with the weirdest one, which is Rouge the Bat Butt Crush. Apparently, 2 times that took people to Sonic Rex. Rouge the Bat Butt Crush. I don't know why. I'd love to know what article it was that took that it took them to, but apparently that was the case. I don't know. I declared victory for Sonic Rex this week, and Retro were like, "What?" At Sonic Rex, we can pick the sad pornographic ones too. In that case, we're getting revenge next week. I dread to think now that Retro have cottoned on to what we're actually trying to do here and how stupid they are, as in the searches, what they will come up with. Dread to think. I still don't think it would have beaten Rouge the Bat Butt Crush. But hey, what can you say? So who's actually listening into this, assemblage of words and music? Well, let's see. Over on the Radio Sega side, we have Zeba, Voluptuous Spy. I think I need the Rouge music. The Voluptuous Spy. Whenever the Voluptuous Spy is on. Hang on a minute. There we go. If Voluptuous Spy is in like the building, this music has to, play. Keeping it down and dirty. Oh yeah. Also, Voice is here. The country gentleman himself, Vija, is here. Valaby, Trekkie, Sonic Mark, who's coming a bit late but still raced onto the radio to hit Radio Redux, so thank you very much for that. Silver Sonic, Shadow Fox 04, Pyrus 55, Gerbil Bay, Fast Feet. Old Quickfoot's here. Inigo Vanato's here. Biafra, AAUK, Spondy, Trigon's here too. Meanwhile, over on the Sonic Stadium side, we have Wide, Voluptuous Spy again. Voice, Twinbee Mark II. Trigon, Trekkie, Strong Bad, Stiv, Staff, Sonic Mark, Sonic AD, Silver Sonic, Shadow Fox 04, Ringtail Fox, Mars Pro, Jacit. I haven't seen Jacit for a while. Gerbilsoft, Fast Feet, Inigo Vanato has already had his damn sound effect once, so he's not having it again. Dark Overlord, Spondy, with an underscore, obviously. Dan Dyer's there.
Unlimited colors.
MK and Biafra as well. Now, I did get a tweet just before the show started. Actually, from Inigo Vanato himself, saying, as I Rex, if I may, UK, there are at least 14 tickets left for the Japan Underground in Birmingham this Thursday, which Mr. Bentley Jones is going to be taking part in. Could you perhaps advertise this fact on Radio Redux tonight? Yes, so if you are in the Midlands and you would like to go to Japan Underground, as opposed to travelling from London Underground, presumably, well, there'll be Mr. Bentley Jones there. He's launching a new project, apparently. Like he hasn't got enough to do. Seriously. But yeah, once enough, is it? I knew Vanato. So, we've got that. This is rather loud. Stop it. There we go. Let's see about next pieces of music from Sage. I mean, Sonic and Friends was really, they're both really good. You know, both really good. Get rid of those ones for now. We're going to have a treble from Time Twisted. Construction Obstruction. Traction Attack Past. Followed up with the Final Select music. Which doesn't have a name. And then At the Centre of the Vortex. Is from Perplex Puzzle Future. Loving the level names in this. So we'll have those coming up. Apparently File Select's music actually has a name. It's Facing the Adventure Ahead. So there we go. Let me just get the centre of the vortex in. Alright, so 3 pieces of music for you to enjoy. We'll be back after that. Okay, let's think, people, if you're that interested, of some questions and answers, some questions on Q&A UK. Please send a PM to me if you would like to ask me a question. In the IRC, double click on the AAUK in brackets SSR Pipeline RS. And that will bring up a little private message window, which you can then, message me your questions. I'd say put it in the chat, but they might get lost that way. Whilst you do that, those are really nice tracks. That. Whilst you listen to that, we're gonna have a Sonic and Friends 2 Toxic Waste. Oops. Let's do that Toxic Waste. And we'll follow that with versus Sonic versus Robotnik rather. Sorry, Egg sorry, I'm talking over someone. Egg Beats from Time Twisted, and we'll follow that with Eroded Melody from Perplex Puzzle Past. So those ones coming up. Get those questions in. And if there aren't any, we'll just have some more music. Okay, I'm going to try and get these few questions out of the way. I've only got a couple of them. Try and get them out of the way before somebody dies again behind me on Left 4 Dead. So,
No, why'd you give me pain pills, bro?
yeah. So, Anya Gavanato asks, what will be your choice of melee weapon in Saints Row the Third? I would generally use a baseball bat. The baseball bat seems to be the most effective, at least on SR2. I don't know. I played a bit of Saints Row the Third at Eurogamer. I got to use that weapon, which is probably the weapon you're thinking of. That is purple, that's what I will say. And also, what's your opinion on Skyrim? I've not been particularly... I've never been a follower of the Elder Scrolls series, so... Honestly, I have no opinion, in all honesty. Then yeah, baseball bat on SR3, certainly. Certainly. Sonic Mark, meanwhile, asks, you're working on the special collector's limited edition Turbo HD remix of Generations. What's the most outlandish freebie you would include? I would include one of Yuji Naka's teeth. Yuji Naka's teeth on a piece of string or a piece of thread which is woven from the fibres of the paper on which the original Sonic concept art was drawn. There you go. That's pretty outlandish. Either that, or I'd get a special, an extra special statue made of Sonic teabagging Mario.
Oh god.
Anigo Mato says Ram Dragon's live streaming tonight.
Oh god.
Oh god for Left 4 Dead and not for Ram Dragon live streaming. Anyway, I'm going to hit you back with some final pieces of music. And we're going to have the remains of the Sonic and Friends 2 tracks. So, to round off the show, we have the following: Flooded Temple, Robotnik Base Act 2, and The Lake. So again, you're looking at about 10 minutes worth of music here, just to round everything off. I hope you enjoyed listening to this music, at the very least. Check them out on the Sonic and Friends 2 website, and also the Time Twisted website, which you can get via sageexpo.org. You can go there, and you can download the tracks from there. These are the only ones that have them on there.
Why are they running away?
What you gonna do? Anyway, I will go before I'm completely drowned out. I've been Archangel GK, this has been Radio Rex, and I will see you next time. A bit quieter.